Russia and Ethiopia have taken a formal step toward building a nuclear power plant in Ethiopia, signing a document that lays out planning and cooperation measures for a future project. The Pact, agreed during a nuclear energy forum, tasks the two sides with preparing a detailed construction plan and an intergovernmental agreement to set the terms, timetable and responsibilities for the program. The document commits Russia and Ethiopia to carry out technical and economic studies, capacity-building activities, and preparatory work needed before a full construction contract can be signed. It also foresees training programs for Ethiopian specialists and the development of institutional and regulatory frameworks to manage nuclear technology safely and securely. Background and context: Ethiopia's energy demand has grown rapidly in recent years as the government pursues industrialization and urban expansion. While hydroelectricity remains a cornerstone of the national grid, variability in rainfall and rising demand have pushed policymakers to diversify the energy mix. Nuclear power is being explored as a source of stable, large-scale baseload electricity that could complement renewable sources. For Russia, engagement with Ethiopia is part of a broader effort to expand its nuclear technology exports and influence through partnerships that include planning, financing, construction and training. Key elements of the agreement: roadmap and feasibility. The signed document calls for feasibility studies, environmental and social impact assessments, site selection, and an engineering and economic roadmap that will define reactor type, capacity and timetable. Intergovernmental agreement. Both countries agreed to proceed toward a formal intergovernmental pact that would define legal, financial and operational terms. Capacity building. The plan includes training Ethiopian engineers, technicians and regulators to develop domestic expertise and oversight capabilities. Technical and financial frameworks. The partners will assess technical design options, including reactor models and safety systems, and explore financing modalities to cover the high upfront costs associated with nuclear construction. Institutional strengthening. Ethiopia will need to build or strengthen regulatory bodies, safety and emergency response systems, and waste management policies to meet international standards. Potential benefits: if implemented successfully, a nuclear plant could deliver significant, reliable electricity to support industry, manufacturing and urban services. Nuclear generation produces minimal greenhouse gas emissions during operation, which could help Ethiopia balance its development goals with climate commitments. The partnership could also transfer technical skills and spur the development of a nascent nuclear sector within Ethiopia. Risks and challenges: building nuclear capacity is capital and time-intensive. Projects of this type commonly face long planning horizons, high costs, regulatory complexity and potential for delays or overruns. Ethiopia must establish robust regulatory oversight, emergency preparedness and secure arrangements for fuel supply and spent fuel handling. Public acceptance and transparent environmental and social safeguards will be essential. Dependence on external suppliers or financing could create strategic and economic vulnerabilities unless terms are carefully managed. Geopolitical considerations. Nuclear partnerships often carry geopolitical implications. For Russia, the deal strengthens diplomatic and commercial ties in Africa. For Ethiopia, diversification of energy partnerships may offer leverage but also requires careful diplomatic balancing with other international stakeholders and adherence to non-proliferation norms. Next steps and what to watch. Critical near-term steps include publication of feasibility and environmental studies, formal signing of an intergovernmental agreement, decisions on reactor technology and capacity, detailed financing plans, and the establishment of independent regulatory bodies. Timelines for construction and commissioning will depend on the outcomes of these preparatory steps and are likely to extend over many years. Conclusion: the document marks a concrete move from exploration toward potential realization of nuclear power in Ethiopia. While the promise of stable, low-carbon electricity is significant, the success of the venture will hinge on financing, rigorous safety and regulatory frameworks, public engagement, and the country's ability to build lasting institutional and technical capacity.